Congratulations. Archangel Michael says, you will be very happy tonight because God is giving you that one thing. Open it now. If you ignore this, you'll miss it. Listen closely, because tonight carries something rare, something designed only for you. Heaven has prepared a gift with your name on it, sealed with divine intention, and Archangel Michael himself has been released to deliver this message straight into your heart. You are not here by chance, you are here because God wanted you to hear this before the sun sets and the night embraces your soul with peace and promise. Stay with me till the end, because what you are about to discover is not ordinary, it is the one thing your spirit has been longing for. For too long, you have carried the weight of unanswered prayers, the silent ache of waiting, the invisible tears that no one else could see. But heaven saw it all. Tonight, God is reaching into that very place inside you that has been left empty, and He is saying, now is the time to fill it. This is not just another moment passing you by. This is the moment where longing meets fulfillment, where tears turn into laughter, and where emptiness becomes overflow. Archangel Michael has been circling around you, whispering your name in the courts of heaven, and God has finally said, release it. Give them that one thing they've been asking for. Stay with me, because what you need to know is that nothing can stop this. No delay, no distraction, no closed door will stand against the will of heaven. Tonight, something shifts. Tonight, joy takes its rightful place in your heart. Tonight, the one thing you thought was lost forever will find its way back into your hands. You will sleep differently after this night. You will wake up lighter, brighter, freer, because God has placed His signature on your blessing, and Archangel Michael has been assigned to guard it until it reaches you safely. You have been tested, stretched, and pushed beyond what you thought you could handle. And still, you stood. Still, you kept your hope alive even when shadows tried to cover your light. That faith has not been ignored. Heaven has written down every silent prayer you whispered in the quiet of your room, every thought you carried when no one else was listening. And tonight, the answer is released. That one thing, the miracle, the gift, the moment of joy you have been waiting for, comes to rest in your life. Stay with me, because this is more than happiness. This is divine proof that you were never forgotten, never abandoned, never unseen. Archangel Michael is standing at the door of your destiny with a scroll in his hand, and on that scroll is your name, glowing in golden letters. And the words written beneath your name are clear: happiness is theirs tonight. Joy is theirs tonight. What they prayed for is being delivered tonight. So open your heart now, because God is faithful to complete what He begins. This is your hour of celebration. This is your moment of receiving. This is the night that heaven crowns you with gladness. You will be very happy tonight, because God is giving you that one thing. Stay with me, because heaven is not finished speaking to you yet. Archangel Michael is still standing in the doorway of your destiny, and he is holding something radiant in his hands. It is wrapped in light, sealed with fire, and no power on earth can take it away from you. This is not just another message, this is the unfolding of God's promise in real time. For so long, you wondered if your prayers were floating into silence, if your heart's cries were being forgotten in the noise of the world. But tonight, the silence breaks. Tonight, you hear heaven's response. God has seen every sacrifice you made, every moment you kept walking even when it hurt, every tear that fell when no one noticed, and now He is rewarding you with the one thing you thought might never come. Archangel Michael says, do not let this slip by. Do not treat this as common. This is the gift you waited for, the one that will make your spirit dance, the one that will lift your head high again. This is why you cannot scroll away, why you must hold on and stay with me, because what is being delivered tonight is unlike anything you have touched before. Picture it, the chains that weighed you down snapping one by one, the heaviness you carried being replaced with joy so pure it feels like sunlight breaking through your chest. Tonight, your laughter returns. Tonight, the dreams you buried rise again. Tonight, you will be very happy, because God is not giving you many things, He is giving you that one thing your soul craved most. You may not know how it will arrive. It could be a phone call, a letter, a word spoken at the right time, or a door swinging wide open. But however it comes, know this, it has been sent from heaven with your name written on it. And Michael has sworn to guard it until it rests safely in your hands. So hold this in your heart, tonight is not ordinary. This is the night heaven fulfills a promise. This is the night joy replaces waiting. This is the night you smile again, because God is giving you that one thing. Stay with me, because the gates of heaven are still open and your name is still echoing inside them. Archangel Michael is not leaving until you understand this. Tonight is marked for your joy, tonight is sealed for your happiness, tonight is written for your breakthrough. The one thing you thought was impossible, unreachable, too far to ever touch, God is placing it directly in your path. Think back for a moment to the nights you lay awake, wondering if anything would ever change, wondering if your prayers were only words drifting into the dark. Heaven remembers those nights, and tonight is the answer to every single one of them. God is saying, my child, your wait was not wasted. Your tears were not in vain. Tonight I give you the very thing you asked of me. Archangel Michael is holding a heavenly scroll and on it are written the words, it is done. It is delivered. It is yours. That one thing that will shift your life, that one thing that will restore your joy, that one thing that will remind you that God has never forgotten you, it is already on its way. Nothing can block it, nothing can steal it, nothing can stop it, because it carries the signature of heaven. Stay here, because I need you to feel this. The heaviness that tried to break you is lifting now, the loneliness that tried to silence you is ending now, the emptiness that tried to define you is being filled now. Tonight, you are stepping into a new chapter, and the headline written over your life is this: happiness has come. Joy has arrived. The blessing is here. This is why Archangel Michael is so urgent, why heaven has made sure this message reached you. You are not hearing this by mistake, you are hearing this because God wanted you to know that the blessing is guaranteed. Tonight you will be very happy, because God Himself is giving you that one thing your heart has been waiting for. Stay with me, because this moment is not ordinary, it is a divine appointment written long before you even asked for it. Archangel Michael has been circling around you all day, preparing the way, clearing the path, and whispering your name in the throne room of God. And now heaven says, release it. Tonight belongs to them. Tonight is their joy. You may not realize it yet, but something inside you is already shifting. The weight you carried is becoming lighter, the ache you hid is beginning to fade, and the hope you buried deep within is rising to the surface again. This is not imagination, this is heaven's work. This is the one thing you have waited for, and it is arriving tonight. Think of how long you stood strong through storms that no one else even saw. Think of the prayers you prayed when you thought no one was listening. Think of the way you chose to believe even when everything around you told you to give up. Heaven kept every single one of those moments in record, and now heaven is paying you back, not with many scattered gifts, but with that one thing that will make you truly happy. Archangel Michael stands with a sword of light, guarding this blessing as it moves toward you. He is saying, this is yours. This is sealed. This is unstoppable. It does not matter who overlooked you, who doubted you, who thought your time would never come, tonight proves them all wrong. Because God's timing is never late, and tonight is proof that your story is still unfolding with beauty. Stay with me, because this is the moment that will turn your nights into laughter, your silence into songs, and your waiting into rejoicing. Tonight, God is not giving you many little things, He is giving you that one thing that will make everything else make sense. Tonight you will be very happy, because heaven has declared it so. Stay with me, because heaven is still unfolding the mystery of this night. Archangel Michael is not done speaking, and God's voice is still echoing over your life. Tonight is a turning point. Tonight is the chapter where everything you once thought was lost begins to rise back into your story. This is the moment that was written in eternity for you, and now it is arriving in perfect timing. Think about how many nights you told yourself, maybe tomorrow will be different. Think of how often you smiled on the outside while quietly holding pain on the inside. Those nights did not disappear into nothing. They were stored in heaven like seeds waiting for rain, and tonight, heaven is pouring out the answer. The ground of your heart is about to bloom with joy you cannot contain. Archangel Michael is lifting his voice now, declaring, "Rejoice, for the wait is over. The blessing is released. The joy is here." He has been standing guard over your destiny, ensuring that no delay, no distraction, no unseen hand could touch what belongs to you. Tonight, the scroll with your name on it has been unsealed, and the words written upon it are glowing. Happiness is theirs. The one thing they prayed for is delivered. Stay with me, because you need to hear this deeply. What is coming to you will not feel ordinary. It will not feel like another day passing by. It will feel like a sudden light breaking through the night, like a long-lost song returning to your lips, like a promise finally kept. This is what God has prepared for you. This is why Archangel Michael has been urging you not to ignore this moment. Tonight, you will not go to sleep the same way you woke up. You will rest with peace. You will wake with joy. You will step forward with clarity. Because God has decided that tonight, you will be very happy, and the one thing you longed for is finally yours. Stay with me, because the heavens are still speaking, and their voice tonight is clear and unstoppable. Archangel Michael is watching over you with fire in his eyes and victory in his hands. He knows how much you endured, how long you waited, and how deeply your heart has cried for this. And now, he says, this is the night when joy overtakes sorrow, when answers replace silence, when the one thing they longed for is delivered. Look at how far you have come. You walked through seasons where doors closed, where people turned away, where the world seemed deaf to your prayers. But what you could not see was the hand of God building something behind the veil, shaping a gift too precious to be rushed. And now, when the night has come, he is saying, it is ready. It is time. It is yours. Archangel Michael is holding a scroll of destiny, and the light of heaven is shining on it. Written across it in golden letters is a message meant only for you: rejoice, for your time has come. Tonight, happiness belongs to you. No one can erase it. No one can undo it. It is sealed by God Himself. Stay here with me, because what is unfolding is more than a moment, it is a transformation. The heaviness that sat on your shoulders is lifting. The loneliness that tried to break you is dissolving. The emptiness that echoed inside you is being filled with peace and light. Tonight will not leave you unchanged. Tonight you will smile with a smile that no one can take away, because heaven has touched your life in the one way you needed most. Remember this: God does not forget. Every tear, every prayer, every hope has been stored, and tonight He is answering with precision. You are not overlooked. You are chosen. And tonight, you will be very happy, because God is giving you that one thing your soul has been crying for. Stay with me, because heaven is still pouring revelation into your life. Archangel Michael has not left your side, he is standing near, watching, guarding, and declaring your victory. The heavens have shifted for you, and tonight is marked as the night when your waiting turns into receiving, when your silence turns into laughter, when your longing turns into fulfillment. Do you feel it? That stirring inside your heart is not just imagination, it is confirmation. Heaven is aligning the pieces of your story, and everything is moving into place. The years of delay, the nights of questions, the hours of tears, all of it was leading you here, to this one moment, to this one gift that God Himself has chosen for you. Archangel Michael whispers, "Do not fear, do not doubt. This blessing cannot be missed, for it is sealed with your name." Tonight, happiness crowns you, joy wraps around you, and peace fills you. This is not a blessing for tomorrow or next week. This is the blessing of tonight, the very thing your soul has been waiting for. Stay with me, because you must hear this clearly. No power can block this gift, no voice can silence this promise, no hand can take away what heaven has decided is yours. The scroll has already been opened, and written upon it in glowing letters is the truth: it is done. It is theirs. It is complete. So prepare your heart, because tonight you will not only smile, you will shine. Tonight you will not only rejoice, you will overflow. Tonight is the evidence that God has never abandoned you, that every hidden prayer has been heard, and that the one thing you thought might never come is finally here. This is why Archangel Michael is pressing so strongly. This is why heaven is drawing you close to this message. Because tonight, you will be very happy. God has chosen this night to deliver that one thing into your life. Stay with me, because the voice of heaven is still echoing over your destiny. Tonight is not simply another evening, it is a divine appointment, written in light, guarded by angels, and sealed by God Himself. Archangel Michael stands before you like a pillar of fire, declaring, "This is the hour, this is the gift, this is the happiness they have been waiting for." Think back to every time you thought the door was closed for good, every time you felt like your chance had slipped away. What you did not know was that heaven was holding something aside, something too perfect to be rushed, too sacred to be given at the wrong time. Tonight, the timing aligns. Tonight, the release happens. Tonight, the one thing you desired most finds its way to you. Archangel Michael is unrolling the scroll in his hands, and across it is written, "Promise fulfilled. Joy delivered. Happiness complete." These words cannot be erased, because they were written by the hand of God. They are eternal, sealed in heaven's ink, and now revealed to you so you may believe it fully. Stay here, because you need to feel what heaven feels about you tonight. God looks at you not as forgotten, not as overlooked, but as chosen, loved, remembered, and worthy of joy. That is why this one thing is being placed into your life. It is proof that you were never abandoned. Proof that your prayers were never ignored. Proof that your faith was not wasted. Tonight is the night that transforms your atmosphere. The heaviness around you is breaking. The silence is lifting. The emptiness is being filled. You are walking into a night where joy becomes your companion, peace becomes your covering, and the blessing you longed for finally becomes your reality. Archangel Michael is declaring, this is not the end of your waiting, this is the beginning of your rejoicing. So believe it, hold it, and open your heart wide, because tonight, you will be very happy, as God gives you that one thing you asked Him for. Stay with me, because the story of this night is still unfolding. The heavens have not gone silent, they are roaring with your name, and Archangel Michael is carrying your scroll with unshakable strength. This moment is too sacred to overlook, too powerful to dismiss. Tonight is not ordinary, it is carved into eternity as the night of your joy. You must know this, the years that felt wasted were not wasted. The nights of tears were not unseen. The prayers whispered in darkness were not forgotten. They were gathered in heaven like drops of water filling a jar, and tonight that jar overflows. The blessing has reached its appointed time, and it is being poured directly into your life. Archangel Michael lifts his voice and declares, the delay is over. The promise is here. Tonight, their happiness is released. Can you feel the shift? That heaviness pressing against your spirit is breaking. That silence that weighed on you is shattering. What God has spoken is now becoming visible. Stay here with me, because your heart must be prepared to receive this. What is coming will not look like small relief, it will feel like a sunrise after endless night. It will feel like finding the peace of your soul you thought was lost. It will feel like a door opening where there used to be only walls. This is the one thing you longed for, and it is here tonight. Heaven has written your name in light, and beside it are 3 words, it is finished. Finished are the tears. Finished is the waiting. Finished is the silence. Tonight begins the chapter of laughter, the chapter of joy, the chapter of divine fulfillment. Archangel Michael will not leave until you know this. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are about to be very happy, because God Himself is placing into your hands the one thing your heart has desired the most. Stay with me, because the heavens are still declaring your name, and Archangel Michael is still standing with your blessing in his hands. The atmosphere around you is shifting right now, feel it, because this is no ordinary night. It is the night where heaven says, enough of the waiting, enough of the silence, enough of the tears. Tonight they will rejoice. Think of all the times you thought your prayers had vanished into the air. Think of how many times you questioned, did God even hear me? And yet here you are, hearing this message at the exact moment you needed it most. That is no coincidence, it is alignment. It is heaven proving that you were never ignored, never abandoned, never forgotten. Archangel Michael declares with strength, the one thing they asked for, the one thing they need, the one thing their soul has longed for, it is given tonight. And as those words echo, something begins to unlock in your life. Chains that held you back are breaking. Shadows that followed you are fleeing. Doors that were shut are opening. Stay here, because this truth must sink deep. What is coming into your hands will not just make you smile for a moment, it will change the atmosphere of your life. It will restore your faith, it will confirm your prayers, it will show you that God is faithful to complete what He begins. Tonight is not about many things, it is about that one thing that changes everything. Heaven has written it clearly, joy belongs to them. Happiness is theirs. Tonight is their night. Nothing can erase this, because it is sealed in light, guarded by angels, and delivered by Michael himself. So receive it now. Open your heart wide, because this is the night God has chosen to make you very happy. And the one thing you asked Him for is finally yours. Stay with me, because the sound of heaven is still moving closer, carrying your name in waves of light. Archangel Michael is not silent, he is standing before you like a guardian flame, declaring, this is their night. This is their joy. This is the answer they have waited for. Tonight has been written into your story like a golden chapter that cannot be erased. Remember those days when your heart felt heavy, when you looked for a sign, when you longed for even the smallest confirmation that God had not forgotten you? This is that confirmation. This is the response. This is heaven showing you that everything you whispered in faith has returned multiplied in glory. Archangel Michael is lifting the heavenly scroll once again, and the words are shining brighter than ever. It is complete. It is delivered. It is theirs. This is not a promise waiting in the distance, it is a gift that has already been released. And tonight, you are the one chosen to open it. Stay here, because you need to feel the weight of this truth. God does not give casually, He gives with precision, with intention, with love so deep that it rewrites the atmosphere around you. What He is giving you tonight is not small, not temporary, not fragile. It is strong, lasting, and overflowing. It is the one thing your heart cried out for, the one thing you thought might never come. And now, as you listen, the angels rejoice. The heavens sing. Archangel Michael proclaims over you, this is their hour. This is their blessing. This is their happiness. Tonight you will know that God has remembered you. Tonight you will be very happy, because the one thing that changes everything has finally been placed into your life. Stay with me, because the heavens are not done speaking over your life. Tonight is drenched in divine intention, and Archangel Michael stands tall, declaring your victory with unshakable authority. This night was set aside for you before you even knew to pray for it. God wrote it into your destiny, and now it is unfolding before your eyes. Think of all the times you carried questions inside your heart, times when you asked silently, will it ever happen for me? Heaven heard those questions. And tonight, heaven answers loudly, yes. It is here. It is yours. The one thing you asked for, the one thing you held on to, the one thing you believed for, it is being placed into your life tonight. Archangel Michael is unrolling the scroll once again, and the words carved into it glow like fire: blessed, chosen, fulfilled. No power can erase what has already been written. No shadow can silence what God has spoken. The promise has reached its hour, and tonight your soul will taste the sweetness of heaven's faithfulness. Stay close, because this is not just about receiving, it is about transformation. What is coming will not only bring happiness tonight, it will ignite hope for tomorrow, strength for the journey, and faith that shines brighter than ever before. The gift God gives is not temporary, it is eternal, and it carries His very presence within it. Archangel Michael proclaims with clarity, this is their time. This is their night. This is their joy. And as those words echo, heaven's light surrounds you, breaking through every doubt, healing every wound, and lifting every heavy burden. Tonight, you will not only smile, you will glow. Tonight, you will not only rejoice, you will overflow. Tonight, you will be very happy, because God Himself is giving you that one thing your heart has longed for. Stay with me, because heaven is still unfolding the treasure of this night. Archangel Michael has not stepped away, he is still guarding your blessing with the strength of heaven's armies. This is not a passing message, it is the heartbeat of God for you. Tonight carries the signature of divine fulfillment, and your name is written on it in shining letters. Do you remember those quiet moments when your soul whispered, God, if you are real, show me? Do you remember the times you pressed on with faith even when nothing around you looked like it would change? Heaven has kept every one of those moments close. And tonight, the answer comes, not delayed, not half-given, but full, complete, and overflowing. Archangel Michael opens the scroll again, and the light of heaven pours from it. The words written are alive, promise kept. Joy restored. Happiness overflowing. These words are not for someone else. They are for you. They are heaven's seal that the one thing you prayed for is now being released into your life. Stay here, because this is more than joy, it is transformation. Tonight your spirit will rise with new strength. Tonight your heart will beat with new hope. Tonight your soul will know what it means to be seen, loved, and chosen by God Himself. This is not temporary happiness, this is the beginning of a season of divine laughter and overflowing peace. Archangel Michael declares boldly, the night has come. The blessing is delivered. Their joy cannot be taken. And as his voice thunders in the unseen, chains break, shadows flee, and your atmosphere shifts. Tonight is proof that God's timing is perfect and His love never fails. You will be very happy tonight, because God has given you that one thing your soul has been waiting for. This is your night. This is your blessing. This is your joy. Stay with me, because the river of heaven has not stopped flowing. Archangel Michael is still standing at the edge of your story, holding the light of God's promise in his hands. This is not the kind of blessing that fades away, it is the kind of blessing that changes the atmosphere of your life forever. Tonight, God is saying, my child, this is your moment, this is your gift, this is your joy. Think of how many seasons you endured without answers, how many times you smiled while holding pain inside, how many prayers you spoke softly into the night. Every single one of those prayers has risen like incense before God's throne. And tonight, he has chosen to respond with a gift wrapped in his glory, the one thing you longed for the most. Archangel Michael lifts the scroll again, and the words shine like fire: no more waiting. No more delay. Tonight they rejoice. This is not a future promise, this is a present reality. The doors you thought were locked are opening, the silence you thought would last forever is breaking, the blessing you thought was far is stepping into your life tonight. Stay with me, because you must let this truth sink deeply. What God is giving you tonight is more than happiness, it is restoration. It will heal what was broken, return what was stolen, and complete what was left unfinished. It is the proof that you were never abandoned, that your tears were never wasted, and that your faith has carried you here to this exact moment. Archangel Michael's voice rises in triumph. This is their hour of joy. This is their night of laughter. This is their blessing fulfilled. And as his words echo in the spirit, the weight falls from your shoulders, the darkness lifts from your path, and the light of heaven covers you. Tonight, you will be very happy, because God has chosen this night to give you that one thing that will change everything. Stay with me, because the story of this night is still being written in heaven's light. Archangel Michael has not left, he is standing close, guarding, declaring, and ensuring that nothing blocks what has already been released for you. Tonight is sacred, tonight is divine, tonight is sealed in glory. Do you realize what this means? All the nights of waiting, all the days of questioning, all the seasons of carrying silent prayers in your heart, they were never wasted. They were seeds planted in the soil of heaven, and tonight they bloom in the garden of your life. The one thing you thought was lost forever has been restored by the hand of God. Archangel Michael unrolls the scroll again, and the words blaze brighter than before. It is theirs. It is now. It is complete. No force can erase this declaration, no shadow can cover it, no delay can cancel it. The gift is already in motion, and it carries the breath of heaven upon it. Stay here, because you need to let this truth wash over you. What God is giving you tonight is not small, not fragile, not temporary. It is strong, eternal, and overflowing. It is joy that lasts. It is peace that cannot be shaken. It is happiness that will not fade. This is why heaven has chosen tonight as your night of celebration. Archangel Michael declares once more, rejoice, for their time has come. Their joy is delivered. Their heart will be full. And as those words echo in the unseen, the weight you carried begins to fall away. The night that once felt heavy now feels alive with promise. Tonight, you will be very happy, not because of chance, not because of coincidence, but because God Himself has chosen to give you that one thing your soul has longed for. This is your night. This is your joy. This is your gift. Stay with me, because the voice of heaven has not grown silent. The heavens are still alive with your name, and Archangel Michael is still standing in radiant light, holding the scroll of your destiny open for all of heaven to see. This night was written before time began, and it was reserved just for you. Think of how many times you almost gave up, how many moments you thought the promise was gone, how many tears you cried when no one else knew. None of those moments were forgotten. They were gathered like jewels, and tonight God is returning them to you as a crown of joy. The one thing your heart longed for, the one thing your soul ached for, it is here. Archangel Michael lifts his voice and says, rejoice, for this is the night they will remember forever. Tonight the door opens, tonight the answer comes, tonight happiness overflows. These are not just words, they are heaven's decree, sealed with fire and guarded by angels. Stay here, because you must feel what this means. Tonight the waiting ends. Tonight the shadows break. Tonight your heart is filled with peace and laughter that cannot be stolen. What God gives tonight will not fade tomorrow, it will remain, it will grow, it will multiply. This is the blessing that shifts everything. The scroll glows brighter, and across it shines the eternal truth: it is finished. It is theirs. It is now. No power can undo it, no hand can block it, no voice can silence it. Heaven has already decided, and God has already given. Tonight, you will be very happy, because the one thing you asked for, the one thing you waited for, the one thing you thought might never come, God Himself has chosen to place it into your life. This is your night of joy. Stay with me, because the current of heaven is still flowing toward you. Archangel Michael has not stepped back, he is still standing strong, holding the light of God's promise and speaking your name with authority. Tonight is not an ordinary night, it is the night heaven calls your turning point, your release, your joy. Think of the countless times you pressed forward when it felt impossible. Think of the moments when you carried hope in silence, even when no one else believed. Those moments became seeds, and tonight they break open to reveal the fruit of your faith. This is why heaven has chosen now, why Archangel Michael says, this is the night of fulfillment. The scroll in Michael's hand shines brighter, and the words engraved on it declare, happiness delivered. Joy completed. Promise fulfilled. No shadow can touch these words, no voice can erase them, no delay can stand against them. They are permanent, written by God's own hand, and now they are unfolding in your life. Stay here, because what you are stepping into is more than a blessing, it is transformation. Tonight you will feel the weight you carried finally lift. Tonight you will feel the silence inside you finally break into song. Tonight you will feel the emptiness finally overflow with joy. God is not giving you many small things, He is giving you that one thing that will make your heart rejoice like never before. Archangel Michael proclaims with certainty, this is their time. This is their joy. This is their night. And as his words echo in the spirit, the very atmosphere around you shifts. What felt heavy becomes light, what felt delayed is now delivered, what felt lost is now restored. Tonight, you will be very happy, because God has chosen this night to place in your hands the one thing that your soul has longed for. This is your moment. This is your joy. This is your gift. Stay with me, because heaven is still pouring its light over you. Archangel Michael has not moved, he is standing with a sword of fire, guarding the gift that carries your name. The heavens are thundering with one decree, this is their night. This is their joy. This is their blessing. Think back on the moments where you thought everything was slipping out of your hands, when you whispered, God, do you see me? Tonight is proof that He always saw you. He saw every tear, every sacrifice, every moment you kept faith alive in silence. And now, He answers, not with many things scattered, but with that one thing that changes everything. The scroll in Michael's hand is glowing brighter than ever. Written upon it are words that cannot be erased, the waiting ends. The joy begins. The gift is theirs. Heaven is not suggesting, it is declaring. What God has spoken cannot be undone. Stay here, because this is the night your atmosphere shifts. You will feel a calm you have not known in years. You will sense a peace wrapping around your heart. You will know without question that God has remembered you. This is not coincidence, this is divine timing, perfectly chosen, carefully planned, sealed in eternity. Archangel Michael proclaims with strength, "Rejoice, because their heart will overflow tonight. Rejoice, because what was delayed is delivered. Rejoice, because God has placed His promise into their hands." And as His voice thunders through the unseen, doors swing open, burdens fall, and your soul begins to rise. Tonight, you will be very happy, not by accident, but by design. Because God Himself has chosen to give you that one thing your heart has been waiting for. Stay with me, because the heavens are still alive with your name. Archangel Michael is not leaving until this truth rests deep inside your spirit. Tonight is unlike any other night, it carries the seal of heaven, and it carries the joy you have been waiting for. This is not a promise far away, it is a blessing standing at your door. Think of the times you carried pain quietly, smiling on the outside while your heart whispered in silence. Think of the days you walked forward even when everything around you felt heavy. None of that was overlooked. Heaven counted every step, gathered every tear, and remembered every prayer. And now heaven is saying, "Enough waiting." Tonight is the night of release. Archangel Michael unrolls the scroll again, and the light that pours from it fills the atmosphere. Written in radiant letters are these words: happiness secured, promise delivered, joy fulfilled. These words are final, they cannot be changed, cannot be stolen, cannot be reversed. Stay here, because what you are about to experience is more than happiness, it is restoration. It is the feeling of knowing that the very thing your heart cried out for is finally here. It is the peace that settles deep in your spirit, reminding you that God's timing is perfect, His love unshakable, His promise unbreakable. Archangel Michael's voice rises like thunder and fire. This is their night. This is their moment. This is their joy. And as those words echo in the spirit realm, burdens fall, chains break, and the atmosphere around you shifts. The silence you carried is gone. The waiting you endured has ended. Tonight, joy walks into your life. You will be very happy tonight, not by luck, not by chance, but because God Himself decided that this was your hour, your blessing, your moment. And He is giving you that one thing your soul has longed for. Stay with me, because this is the moment the heavens have been leading you toward. Archangel Michael has walked with you through every part of this journey, and now he stands beside you, radiant with victory, declaring, "The night of fulfillment has come." Tonight is not an accident, it is a chapter written in eternity, finally opening before your eyes. Remember how many times you thought, "Maybe it will never happen for me." Remember how many nights you asked quietly, "God, have you forgotten me?" Tonight is your answer. Tonight is God showing you in the clearest way possible that you were never forgotten, never overlooked, never abandoned. The one thing your heart cried for is here. Archangel Michael raises the scroll for the final time, and the words blaze brighter than fire, "It is complete." It is theirs. Joy overflows. These words are not promises waiting in the future, they are reality now. Heaven has spoken, and nothing can silence what God has sealed. Stay with me, because this truth is everything. What is being placed into your life tonight is not temporary happiness, it is eternal proof that your story is still unfolding with beauty. It is the sign that your faith was not wasted, your tears were not in vain, your patience was not ignored. Heaven saw it all, and heaven has chosen tonight to reward you. Archangel Michael proclaims with a voice like thunder and light, this is their night of joy. This is their blessing fulfilled. This is their moment of laughter. And as his words echo across eternity, your atmosphere shifts completely. Every shadow dissolves, every weight falls away, and peace surrounds you like never before. Tonight, you will be very happy. Not by chance. Not by coincidence. But because God Himself has chosen to give you that one thing. This is your night. This is your blessing. This is your joy. And nothing can take it away from you. Stay with me, because heaven has not stopped speaking your name. The angels are still rejoicing, the throne of God is still shining, and Archangel Michael is still standing guard with your blessing in his hands. Tonight is marked in eternity as the night of your release, the night of your joy, the night when the one thing you prayed for is finally delivered. Think about the journey that brought you here. Every step, every tear, every prayer whispered when no one else was listening, it all led to this moment. Nothing was wasted, nothing was ignored. Heaven saw it all, and heaven decided that tonight would be your turning point. Archangel Michael unrolls the scroll once again, and the words written glow like living fire, chosen. Blessed. Fulfilled. These words are final, sealed, unshakable. They carry the authority of God Himself, and they declare that your season of waiting has ended. Stay here, because this blessing is not fragile, it is strong, overflowing, and unstoppable. It will not only bring you happiness tonight, it will ripple into your tomorrow, your future, and your destiny. This is not a moment that fades, it is a seed that grows into a lifetime of joy. Michael's voice rises in triumph, this is their night of laughter. This is their season of joy. This is their blessing made complete. And as those words echo across the unseen, chains are broken, shadows flee, and your heart begins to overflow with peace. Tonight, you will be very happy, not because of chance, not because of luck, but because God Himself has chosen to give you that one thing. This is the evidence of His love. This is the proof of His faithfulness. This is your night, and nothing can take it away. Stay with me, because this is the closing of a heavenly chapter and the beginning of a brand new story in your life. Archangel Michael has walked beside you through every word, every revelation, every promise. And now, he stands before you in radiant glory, declaring with finality, it is done. It is delivered. It is theirs. This night was not random. It was chosen, marked, and sealed long before you even knew to ask. All the prayers you thought vanished into silence, all the tears you cried in secret, all the faith you held onto in storms, they have come together in this one moment. And heaven says, tonight they will rejoice. The scroll in Michael's hands shines brighter than ever before. And as he opens it one last time, the words leap like fire into the air, happiness eternal. joy overflowing, promise fulfilled forever. These words cannot fade. They are written in the eternal ink of heaven, sealed by God's own hand, guarded by angels that will not allow them to be touched. Stay here, because this is more than the end of a message, it is the beginning of a reality. What God has given you tonight will not slip away. It will carry you forward, lift you higher, and anchor you deeper in peace. This is the one thing you longed for, the one thing your heart desired, the one thing heaven held for you until now. Archangel Michael proclaims with a voice like thunder rolling across eternity, this is their night of destiny. This is their season of joy. This is their crown of happiness. And as his words echo, the heavens themselves rejoice, and your soul knows without doubt, you are chosen, you are loved, you are remembered. Tonight, you will be very happy, because God Himself has placed into your hands that one thing. This is not just an ending, this is your beginning. The night has spoken. The promise has been fulfilled. The blessing is yours, forever.